And our journey to Italy continues. As of today, we are only 30 days until the start of the Winter Olympics. This is a live look from the alpine town of Cortina, where the Winter Games will be co-hosted with the city of Milan.
Boy, what a beautiful look that was. It's the first time the Winter Games have been held in Europe since Italy staged them back in 2006. Milan and Cortina are 200 miles apart. 5 other locations, they'll have stage events as well.
And these Winter Olympics will be a very special time for one freestyle skater. At the previous 3, he was always on the podium, and he got to share it with his family, which means everything to him.
Andrew Martin has a story in today's Athletes Who Inspire.
Timing really is everything. David Wise made his X Games debut as a half-pipe skier in the summer of 2011. That same year, it was announced that his sport would become an Olympic one in 2014 at the Sochi Games.
I never had the intention of having a long career in halfpipe. I just wanted to have a career. I wanted to be a professional skier. That was my dream from age 15 on.
To be clear, being an Olympic champion was not one of his goals, but it definitely became one of his achievements.
These are 2 of my 3 Olympic bibs. One of them is out on loan right now.
He won gold in Sochi and Pyeongchang. He won silver in Beijing. What did he do with all that success? He shared it.
We've partnered with various great nonprofits over the years and given 10% of my winnings to these organizations that we thought were doing good things.
It's his podium challenge. He started it in 2012 when he won his first gold in the X Games. Every time he makes a podium, he donates 10% of his winnings.
So we settled on Feeding America because not only can we partner with Feeding America nationally, but we can also partner with Food Bank in Northern Nevada.
The Empowerment Center right now is creating a solution to the low-income housing problem here in Reno.
He also donates to One Leg Up on Life, a foundation started by his sister, Christy Wise, an Air Force captain who lost her leg in a boating accident in 2015. Family is everything to David Wise, especially as a father of 2.
That's part of the reason that I'm going for one more Olympics. I was definitely tempted to retire and move on to the next era after the Olympics in 2022. When I won gold in 2018, both kids got to have this epic moment, and my wife to stand on the podium with me. That, to me, is still the highlight of my career.
Quite a surprising thing realizing that my dad wasn't just my dad, he was also a professional skier.
That's Malachi Wise. He's 11. His sister, Nayeli, is 14.
I'm so excited to have another year to root for him on the Olympic team, hopefully. And everything in my life has led up to the moment where I decided that I also would want to be a skier.
It's a sacrifice for me to dedicate so much time and effort to what I do. I spend a lot of time away from my family in order to achieve that goal.
But his family's there with him for the big moments, the highs and the lows, which include a broken femur and a torn ACL.
Time isn't absolutely of the essence, but it's certainly something that we want to get fixed sooner rather than later.
Helping him overcome those severe injuries, the same trainer he's had for 20 years, Max McManus.
It's impossible for me to know at 13 that he's going to become, 10 years later, a 2-time Olympic gold medalist and a silver medalist, but I knew that he was qualified enough.
That's why he has this huge banner hanging up next to legends like Michael Jordan and Arnold Schwarzenegger.
It was inspirational for me to look at these excellent athletes, so I asked Max, I'm like, Max, what's it going to take for me to get one of them banners? And he just very plain and simply said, you win an Olympic gold medal, I'll make you a banner.
And his kids, well, they couldn't be prouder of their dad.
He's taught me so much, and I've been able to learn so much, seen a lot over the years.
The life that I've had, all the things that I've gotten to experience because of his connections and job, and all of that is thanks to him.
Once the 2026 Winter Olympics are over, that's it for David Wise. He's hanging up his skis as a competitive athlete. There are still other interests that he plans to pursue, and he will still ski, just recreationally with his kids. He wants to get into golf and mountain biking. He's really excited getting into bow hunting. In Reno, Nevada, for Athletes Who Inspire, I'm Andrew Martin.
Well, the 2026 Winter Olympics will kick off February 6th right here on KETK, and they'll run through the 22nd.